Hello everyone, Rick Suspicious Madcast here. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reading a story, Scary Stories Town of Dark, The Bed by the Window, as I'm pushing and pulling this side wheel back and forth with TNG telekinesis. Now, right now, I'm pulling it. Right now, it's pulling toward me, and I'm pushing it away from me. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be reading the story as I'm pulling, you can see right there, and pushing this side wheel at the same time as I read the story. So keep an eye on that. Right now it's being pushed right there. You can see it. Let's get started on the story. The three men shared a room at the nursing home. The room only had one window, but for them it was the only world outside. Ted Lincoln, who had been there for the longest, had the bed next to the window. When Ted died, the man next to the bed, George Best, took his place, and the third man, George Green, took George's bed. Despite his illness, George was a cheerful man who spent his days describing the sights he could see from his bed. Pretty girls, policemen on horseback, traffic jams, fire station, and other scenes of life outside. Richard loved to listen to George. But the more that George talked about the life outside, the more Richard wanted to see for himself. Yet he knew that only when George died would he have a chance. He wanted to look out the window so badly that one day he decided to kill George. He's gonna die anyways, he told himself. What difference does it make? George had a bad heart. If he had a heart attack during the night and a nurse could not get to him right away, he had his pills he had to take. He kept it in a bottle top of the cabinet between his bed and Richard's. All Richard had to do was knock the bottle to the floor and George would not be able to reach it and die. A few nights later, George died just as Richard had planned he would. And the next morning, Richard was moved to the bed next to the window. Now he could see for himself all the things that they described outside. After the nurses left, Richard turned to the window, looked outside, but all he could see was a blank brick wall. That's the story, guys. Thank you, guys. God bless.